Welcome to our channel, where history meets hidden treasure right in the palm of your hand. Washington quarters may seem like everyday change, but some hold stories and values that can surprise even the most seasoned collectors. Watch till the end as we uncover the secrets behind these old and valuable coins. You definitely don't want to miss what's coming up. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, just a regular 25-cent piece, nothing flashy, no gold, no glitter. But what if I told you that this ordinary-looking quarter from 1966 could be worth more than a brand-new luxury car? Stick with me, because this isn't just about a coin, it's about history, mystery, and a hidden treasure that might be sitting in your pocket change right now. Let's rewind time. It's 1966. The Beatles rule the radio, color TVs are just becoming a household staple, and America is in the midst of transformation. But quietly, almost unnoticed by the average citizen, something big is happening in the world of US currency. Silver, the metal that once backed so much of our coinage, was becoming too expensive to keep using. People were hoarding coins, especially dimes, quarters, and half dollars, because the silver in them was worth more than their face value. In response, the US Mint made a bold move. Starting in 1965, they stripped silver from circulating dimes and quarters completely. Instead of a shiny, valuable metal, they began using a copper-nickel-clad composition. It was more cost-effective and meant the coins would finally stay in circulation instead of vanishing into drawers and jars across America. Now, enter the 1966 quarter. It doesn't look all that different at first glance. On the front is a familiar face, George Washington, his stern profile looking left, designed decades earlier by John Flanagan. On the back, a proud eagle stretches its wings, perched atop a bundle of arrows, ready to defend the nation. The design is unchanged, but what lies beneath the surface tells a much more interesting story. Here's where it gets intriguing. In 1966, the Mint did something unusual. To combat coin hoarding and confusion, they removed all mint marks. Usually, you'd see a little D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco, helping collectors and officials know where a coin was made. But in '66, nothing. Every quarter, whether from Philadelphia or elsewhere, was left anonymous. No mint mark. Just a silent witness to a rapidly changing economic era. You'd think a coin like this wouldn't be valuable. After all, over 800 million of them were minted. That's not rare, right? But here's the twist: value isn't just about quantity, it's about quality, condition, and sometimes, surprise errors. Some 1966 quarters managed to escape into the world in near-perfect condition. Bright, shiny, untouched by hands, free of scratches and wear. These are known as mint state coins, and the higher the grade, especially MS-67 or MS-68, the more collectors are willing to pay. Why? Because surviving 60 years in pristine shape, without a single blemish, is astonishing. Then come the errors. Picture this: a quarter that was accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal, or one that was misaligned during the minting process. These aren't just mistakes, they're mysteries. Little quirks that slipped past inspectors and somehow found their way into circulation. For collectors, these are goldmines, but the true power of the 1966 quarter lies in its symbolism. It's a coin born of necessity, a direct response to economic pressures and changing times. It's the first full year without silver, without mint marks, and without the weight of the past. It represents innovation, transition, and resilience. So how much is one of these coins worth today? If you have a regular, circulated 1966 quarter, it might only fetch you its face value, 25 cents. Maybe a bit more if it's in decent shape. But if you've got one that's never been touched, never been scratched, a true mint state gem, that's where the real excitement begins. And if you're lucky enough to have a flawless example, one graded at MS-68 or with a unique error, here's the moment you've been waiting for. One such coin, a seemingly humble 1966 quarter, recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $134,000. That's the beauty of numismatics. It's not always about ancient artifacts or gold doubloons. Sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, in your pocket, in a forgotten jar, or tucked away in a dusty drawer. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many people handled that coin over the years without ever realizing its worth? How many hands did it pass through, how many small purchases did it make, before someone finally recognized it for what it truly was? This isn't just a story about money. It's a story about awareness, about the hidden value in everyday things, and about how history often whispers instead of shouts. Maybe you've walked past treasure without ever knowing. Maybe it jingled in your pocket once, slipped through your fingers, and moved on to the next hand, and that's what makes this so exciting. You don't need a metal detector or a pirate map to find rare coins. You just need curiosity, and maybe a little patience. So what should you do next? Start looking. Check your change. Dig through old jars, revisit that childhood coin collection, ask your grandparents if they kept any odd coins from decades ago. Next up, imagine holding in your hand a coin that millions passed through their fingers without a second thought, yet among them hides a few rare gems, almost like hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. That's exactly the case with the 1987 Philadelphia quarter, the humble 25-cent piece that, in pristine condition or with a rare twist, can be worth thousands of dollars. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss, a familiar face of George Washington staring out, an eagle poised on the back. But as with many things in the world of coins, what seems ordinary can be anything. But, back in 1987, America was riding the waves of change. The economy was jittery, and everyday life was shifting toward a new era of technology and culture. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Mint was running at full steam, churning out hundreds of millions of quarters that would fuel the nation's commerce. Yet, nestled among those millions, a handful of coins were born with qualities that set them apart. Not because they were specially designed or part of a limited edition, but because of how well they survived and the little imperfections they carried. Most quarters from that year entered circulation immediately, exposed to the rough and tumble world of pockets, vending machines, and cash registers. Finding a 1987 P quarter that has escaped the wear and tear of everyday life is incredibly rare. Imagine a coin that looks almost as fresh as the day it was minted, with every tiny hair on Washington's head sharply defined, every feather on the eagle's wing standing out crisply, and the surface still gleaming with its original mint luster. Those coins are like rare gems, almost mythical in the collecting community, but it's not just the condition that draws interest. There's a whole fascinating layer beneath the surface: minting errors. Sometimes, as coins are stamped at lightning speed, tiny glitches occur. Perhaps the coin was struck off-center, so part of the design looks cut off or shifted. Maybe the die that impressed the image was doubled, creating a faint ghost image or doubling of letters and numbers. Other times, a quarter was accidentally struck on the wrong metal blank, a dime planchet, for instance, creating a coin that looks like a quarter but weighs less and feels odd in the hand. These quirks transform an everyday coin into a collector's prize. What makes these errors so captivating is their unpredictability. No two error coins are exactly alike, and some are rarer than others. Finding an error coin from 1987 with the Philadelphia Mint mark is like stumbling upon a secret whisper from the past, unexpected, valuable, and utterly unique. Collectors prize these coins not only for their rarity but for the story they tell about the minting process and the quirks that come with mass production. Spotting a valuable 1987 P quarter requires a keen eye. You look for sharp details, a bright reflective surface, and no signs of wear. The mint mark, the small P on the coin, is your first clue to its origin. On genuine coins, it sits neatly beside Washington's ponytail, but occasionally it might appear distorted or even missing, which can add to a coin's rarity. Errors affecting the mint mark can be some of the most sought after by specialists. When coins are graded professionally, the scale ranges from worn and battered to pristine and flawless. High grades like MS-67 or MS-68 indicate coins that have survived the years with almost no damage. But since so many quarters were used and abused, finding one in such condition from 1987 is like finding a snowflake in a desert. These coins command a premium and attract serious collectors who understand their scarcity. In the market, the value of these quarters is driven by a combination of condition, rarity, and collector demand. There's an unspoken thrill in acquiring a coin that few others own, especially when it's from such a recent year and looks like it just came from the mint. Auction rooms and private sales have seen 1987 P quarters in exceptional condition and with rare errors fetch prices that could make any casual observer's jaw drop. Although these coins started life as mere pocket change, their story has transformed them into coveted collectibles. Think about the coins you might have in your own jar, the ones you might never have given a second thought. Among those ordinary coins could lie a 1987 P quarter in near-perfect condition or with an unusual flaw that pushes its value far beyond face value. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures aren't ancient relics hidden in vaults but everyday objects waiting for someone with the right knowledge to uncover their worth. These coins are a testament to patience, attention to detail, and a little bit of luck. They remind collectors that value isn't always found in rarity alone but also in condition and the stories that imperfections tell. The 1987 P quarter invites us to look closer, to question what we assume is ordinary, and to embrace the thrill of discovery. So the next time you hold a 1987 Philadelphia quarter, remember, what seems like a simple coin might actually be a rare survivor, a minting mistake, or a piece of history worth thousands. This isn't just a coin, it's a silent witness to time, waiting patiently for the right person to recognize its true value. Stick with the hobby, sharpen your eyes, and who knows? Your next pocket change might just be the key to unlocking a fortune. Next rare coin on our list is the 1983 USA $quarter minted in Denver, a coin that might look like just another everyday quarter but holds a secret that few collectors know about. At first glance, it's easy to overlook, a familiar portrait of George Washington on the front, the classic eagle soaring on the back, all stamped with the unmistakable D mint mark that signals its Denver origin. Yet, behind this seemingly ordinary facade lies a story of rarity, exceptional quality, and a value that far exceeds its face value by thousands of dollars. Back in 1983, the United States Mint was producing coins at a dizzying pace, especially quarters, which were essential for commerce across the country. Millions upon millions of 1983 D quarters were released into circulation, passing through countless hands in everyday transactions. However, most of these coins soon showed signs of wear, scratches, scuffs, fading details, all marks of a life well spent. But as with any mass-produced item, a very small number managed to slip through the cracks, emerging from circulation almost untouched, their surfaces still shimmering with original mint luster and sharp details that make them stand out dramatically. Collectors and numismatists prize these mint-condition 1983 D quarters because they are incredibly rare. Imagine finding a coin that looks as if it just came off the press nearly 40 years ago, a quarter where every tiny detail, from Washington's hair strands to the eagle's feathers, is crisp and clear. These coins exist, but only in very limited numbers, making them highly sought after by those who understand their significance. But rarity isn't just about condition. Some of these quarters bear the marks of minting anomalies that turn an ordinary coin into a prized collectible. Errors like double dies, where parts of the design appear duplicated or blurry, off-center strikes, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet make certain 1983 D quarters stand out. These quirks are unintentional but incredibly valuable, as they showcase a moment in the minting process where something went off script. For collectors, such errors are fascinating pieces of minting history and rare finds that command attention and high prices. The historical context adds another layer to this coin story. The early 1980s were a time of evolving mint technology and quality control. While the mint aimed for perfection, the massive production scale meant some errors slipped through, and many coins faced harsh circulation. The 1983 D quarter is a snapshot of this era, part of a long tradition of Washington quarters but carrying its own unique twists that reflect the mint's challenges and achievements at the time. When it comes to grading, coins are meticulously evaluated by experts who look for every detail, the sharpness of the strike, the presence of any blemishes, and the originality of the coin's surface. Only the highest grades, coins showing virtually no wear and pristine surfaces, can reach the rarefied status that commands premium prices. The 1983 D quarters that achieve such grades are extraordinarily rare, often surviving only in private collections or professional coin holders that eye the market. These rare quarters have sparked intense interest. Collectors and investors alike recognize their value, not just as historical artifacts but as investment pieces. The demand for such coins grows steadily, as more people discover the thrill of owning a piece of minting history that also holds substantial monetary worth. Authenticating these coins is critical, given their potential value. Professional grading services ensure the coin's condition and originality, providing confidence to buyers and sellers in an often competitive market. This authentication process has helped establish the 1983 D quarter as a respected and desirable collectible. The investment potential of these quarters is impressive. Unlike many other collectibles, rare coins often retain and increase their value over time, especially those backed by professional grading and certification. Owning such a coin means holding a tangible piece of history that combines beauty, rarity, and financial promise. And now for the big reveal, the moment you've been waiting for. Some of the highest grade, error-free, pristine 1983 D quarters have sold for jaw-dropping amounts, with values soaring to an astonishing $94,000. Yes, a single quarter that once jingled in pockets and paid for everyday purchases now commands a price that most would never expect. That's right, what once was mere pocket change has transformed into an extraordinary piece of numismatic history, commanding attention and respect from collectors worldwide. This remarkable leap in value highlights just how important condition, rarity, and those subtle minting quirks can be in the world of coin collecting. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, tucked away in jars, drawers, or even forgotten coin rolls. For collectors, the thrill isn't just about the price, it's about the journey of discovery, the story behind each coin, and the connection to a piece of America's past. Owning a 1983 D quarter of this caliber is more than just an investment, it's a badge of honor, a testament to the patience and passion of collectors who understand the true value of history and craftsmanship. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes sharp and your curiosity alive. Because the next rare gem could be closer than you think, waiting quietly to reveal its incredible story and worth. Next rare quarter to explore is the 1985 USA $quarter minted in Philadelphia, a coin that, at first glance, looks just like the change jingling in your pocket. George Washington's dignified profile graces the obverse, while the classic eagle spreads its wings on the reverse. It's a design familiar to millions, a piece of everyday life. But beneath its unassuming surface lies a story that's anything but ordinary. The year 1985 was an interesting time in American history. The country was evolving, technology was advancing, and the Philadelphia Mint was producing coins by the hundreds of millions to meet the demands of a bustling economy. Most of these quarters entered circulation immediately, used in daily transactions and gradually wearing down over time. Yet, hidden among these countless coins are rare specimens that have escaped the wear and tear of decades, preserving their details and brilliance as if frozen in time. Condition is the key to unlocking the true value of the 1985 P quarter. While the vast majority of these coins show signs of circulation, smoothed features, lost luster, and the inevitable scratches, some have survived in nearly perfect condition. These coins boast sharp, clear details on Washington's profile, the eagle's feathers, and the inscriptions that ring their edges. Their surfaces shine with the original mint luster, reflecting light like tiny mirrors. Finding such a coin is like discovering a hidden gem among stones, a rare treasure that has withstood the test of time and human hands. But it's not just about condition. Some 1985 P quarters feature fascinating minting anomalies that make them stand out even more. During the high-speed minting process, occasional errors occurred, doubled dies that caused parts of the design to appear doubled or blurred, off-center strikes that shifted the image, or coins struck on incorrect planchets. These errors, though unintended, are rare and highly prized. They offer a glimpse into the complex and delicate art of coin production, turning each mistake into a unique piece of minting history. The introduction of the Philadelphia P mint mark in 1980 was a significant shift in the U.S. mint's history. Before then, quarters minted in Philadelphia bore no mint mark at all. By 1985, the P was firmly established, yet subtle differences and varieties in the coin's design and production still made each coin unique. Collectors look closely for these variations, as even the smallest detail can dramatically affect a coin's rarity and desirability. This ongoing fascination with minute details is what makes numismatics such a rewarding hobby and investment. This coin also represents an important chapter in the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. The design itself is iconic, honoring the first president of the United States, and the 1985 P quarter fits seamlessly into this legacy. It's a snapshot of an era when coin collecting was growing in popularity and collectors began to appreciate the importance of condition and minting details more than ever before. Each coin is a storyteller, carrying the weight of history and the legacy of craftsmanship. Grading plays a crucial role in the coin's value. Coins are carefully examined and rated on a scale from poor condition to perfect mint state. Many 1985 P quarters never reached the higher grades because of the natural wear from decades in circulation. But those that do are exceedingly rare and sought after by collectors who know their worth. The difference between a mid-grade coin and a top-tier mint state specimen can mean tens of thousands of dollars in value, a testament to how much collectors prize perfection. Authentication is equally important. Professional grading services verify the coin's condition and originality, providing buyers and sellers with confidence and helping maintain a fair market. This process is essential for high-value coins to ensure they are genuine and have not been altered or damaged. With the rise of counterfeit coins and alterations, certification protects collectors and investors alike, preserving the integrity of the hobby. Demand for these rare, high-grade 1985 P quarters continues to grow steadily. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts seek them out, recognizing the coin's rarity, historical significance, and beauty. The market for such coins is competitive, and prices reflect their desirability. As awareness of these rare quarters spreads, so does the excitement, fueling a dynamic marketplace where opportunities abound for those who know what to look for. Investing in coins like the 1985 P quarter isn't just about potential financial gain, it's about owning a tangible piece of history. Each coin tells a story of its time, the craftsmanship of the mint, and the journey it has taken through decades of use and preservation. It's a connection to the past that you can hold in your hand. And as time passes, the stories grow richer, the coins more precious. So the next time you come across a 1985 P quarter, take a moment to appreciate it beyond its face value. Look closely for the details, the luster, and any unique traits it might have. What seems ordinary might just be extraordinary, hiding a secret waiting to be uncovered by a keen eye. And now for the reveal. Some of the finest, most pristine, and rare 1985 P quarters have reached astonishing values, climbing all the way up to $90,000. That's right, a coin that many pass by every day holds a fortune waiting to be discovered. That staggering worth is a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can hold immense value when rarity, condition, and collector passion come together. It's the perfect example of how patience, knowledge, and attention to detail can unlock hidden treasures. Keep your eyes sharp and your curiosity alive. Because the next rare quarter you hold could change everything, transforming from common currency to priceless history in the blink of an eye. Next most valuable and sought after quarter on our journey is the 1993 USA quarter dollar minted in Denver. To the casual observer, this coin looks like any other quarter that's been exchanged millions of times across America's cities, towns, and countryside. Featuring George Washington's steadfast profile on the front and the proud eagle on the back, it carries the familiar symbols of American heritage. But as with many coins, there's more to the story than meets the eye, especially when we begin to unravel the details behind certain rare examples from this year. The early 1990s were a unique time in the United States. The country was transitioning economically and culturally, technology was advancing, and everyday objects like coins were quietly continuing their long tradition of service. The Denver Mint was a powerhouse, producing quarters in staggering numbers to meet demand. Most coins minted in 1993 were destined to be spent, collected only fleetingly before fading into pockets and piggy banks, their surfaces slowly dulled by daily use. Yet, in this seemingly ordinary flood of coins, a handful emerged that stand apart. These rare 1993 D quarters have captured the imagination of collectors due to a mix of exceptional condition, unusual minting characteristics, and the broader narrative of the era in which they were made. What separates these special quarters from the rest? It begins with the quality of preservation. Coins are designed to circulate, and wear is an inevitable part of their story. But sometimes, a quarter slips through the cracks, never exchanged, never worn, and never marred by time. These uncirculated coins retain the sharpness of every line and detail, the luster of fresh metal gleaming like the day it was struck. It's these mint-state coins that command the highest attention, standing as pristine ambassadors of their era. Beyond condition, the world of mint errors offers another fascinating window into rarity. Occasionally, the Denver Mint's high-speed presses produced coins with subtle anomalies, doubled dies that make letters and images appear duplicated, small misalignments, or irregular strikes that create unique surface patterns. These errors transform a common coin into a conversation piece, an unexpected artifact born of human and machine imperfection. Another layer to consider is the mint mark itself. The Denver Mint has long been one of the primary production facilities for U.S. coins. The mint mark signals origin but also connects the coin to a storied history of craftsmanship and innovation. Collectors study these marks closely, comparing varieties, placement, and style to identify rare and valuable specimens. This seemingly simple letter carries weight far beyond its size. The 1993 D quarter is also part of the Washington Quarter series, a design that's been in continuous production since 1932. The longevity and consistency of this series have only heightened collectors' appreciation for subtle year-to-year differences. Every coin becomes a snapshot of a particular moment, reflecting the technology, artistry, and cultural priorities of its time. Grading plays an essential role in unlocking the coin's value. Experts evaluate a coin's surface, luster, strike quality, and where to assign a grade that ranges from heavily worn to flawless mint state. For the 1993 D quarter, reaching the highest grades is a challenge, as few examples remain in such exceptional condition after decades of circulation. Those that do exist are prized trophies for collectors who understand the significance of preservation. Authentication is another critical factor. The professional certification process ensures the coin is genuine, unaltered, and properly graded. This certification adds credibility and stability to the market, reassuring buyers and sellers and helping maintain fair pricing. Without it, even the rarest coin can struggle to find its true value. Interest in rare 1993 D quarters has steadily increased, with collectors seeking out the best specimens to add to their collections. The coin's blend of historical context, minting intrigue, and scarcity creates a compelling allure. It's not just about monetary worth, it's about holding a piece of the past that's been perfectly preserved through time. Investing in such coins provides more than potential profit, it offers a tangible connection to American history. Each coin carries the story of its creation, the hands that minted it, and the journeys it's undertaken. For many, this emotional and historical significance is as valuable as any price tag. So, when next you encounter a 1993 D quarter, take a moment to appreciate its journey. Look beyond the surface to the intricate details, the mint mark, and any unique features that might signal rarity. What might seem like everyday currency could hold extraordinary value, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. Some of these rare, pristine 1993 D quarters have been valued in the impressive range of $78,000 to $85,000. A coin once destined for pocket change has, through rarity and perfection, become a prized collectible worth tens of thousands. This incredible range reflects the combined forces of condition, scarcity, and collector demand, showing just how powerful the story behind a small piece of metal can be. It's a testament to the passion and patience of collectors and a reminder that treasures often lie in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into some of the rarest and most valuable quarters out there, or if you learned something new and found this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like, share it with your fellow collectors and friends, and make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss out on daily updates about rare coins and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching, happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next one.